And I have forgotten to record up to this point, so that's great. Well, I've clicked record now. We're all good, baby. Welcome in. We were just saying introductions. Here is the rundown from the last session. Essentially, you all went on a dream quest. All of you took it in turns to keep watch while you were waiting for the Cardinal, the Holy Man, to catch up or not. You didn't know whether they would do it in the night, but you do know he walks slow and drags a big sword. Something that Steve might be interested in. No shade. The groups split apart, and some of you had discussions with the stranger. In fact, all of you did. But some of those discussions included the subject of removing a certain mark of a handprint from the Holy Man to Isabel's shoulder. In removing said mark, you were warned, well, some of you were, that it would remove a part of the soul as well, but that in time it would heal because the soul is infinite, and that is one of the reasons why souls are so widely sought after by those who seek to do ill intent. In the end, you did remove the mark, but it did also cause 2d6 damage, which maxed out to 12. Causing permanent reduction in max HP to Isabel as well, reflecting the fact that the soul has been damaged. You don't know what has happened with the... thank you, Seribot, for banning that bitch. You don't know what has happened with the... nobody else will understand what the fuck I'm talking about there. So a spammer just got banned. You won't see it in chat. Yes... You don't know what's happened to the Holy Man. You only know that Isabel is now hurt, but is technically at max HP. So your modifier is currently sitting at a minus 12 on the HP front. Leopold is still with you, of course. You find yourself in a new day. You are in this abandoned building among abandoned buildings in a waterlogged area of the desert mountain tops. Without Briar here, I will be, I think, intimating what I think Briar would want to do and say. But the rest of you, what do you do at this point?
Feel the pain.
Didn't we do like a medical check?
Yeah, you guys were.
Yeah.
Doing that.
I think we gave Isabel the blanket as well. The
cozy blanket.
Gifted blanket.
Yeah,
Blanket
yeah,
of coziness.
The blanket, cloak of coziness. So you wear it as a cloak, and you can use a bonus action to then exchange the action that you would use on your next turn for a short rest. So you use a bonus action in turn 1, then in turn 2, you don't get an action, but you do get a short rest, for instance. A short rest means that you can roll up to your maximum hit die if you want to regain health points as well. You also, in some classes and subclasses, get some benefits from taking a short rest, like, you know, getting some of your spells back and stuff. So, what are you all doing? You've done your medicine check. You've woken up. Isabel's feeling a little bit worse for wear, not as strong as you were, but still feeling vital. Now that you don't have a glowing handprint on you, but you do have a dulled and sort of cold burn one.
Is it still dark out?
No, it's now daytime.
Okay.
I'm going to be eating, by the way, occasionally, because I haven't eaten yet since stream. So I'm going to mute to you guys. Please just have whatever conversation you want. I will jump in when you need me to.
So are you eating that pizza, or did you finish it?
No, I actually have a lasagna. I got a lasagna that I've mashed up in a bowl. It's been sitting here for half an hour while I've been trying to sort all the tech out. Got hyperfixated on it and then forgot that the lasagna was in front of me. So I'm going to eat it now. It might be cold.
That's cool. Both Victor and Steve would kill everybody in this campaign for lasagna.
Okay, let's not tick off Steve or Victor.
As long as I've got
You see a lasagna, perfect and steaming in the corner. Roll for initiative.
Only enough for one.
Oh, I'm not fighting the lasagna.
Next fountain we go to, Victor's just gonna have like lasagna flying out of it.
I mean, to be fair, We did get a lot of cheese from various areas, so cheese and lasagna go well together.
You know what? And I feel like we may. I don't know if this was potentially forgotten or misunderstood by members of the party, but we're heading to a dairy. So, like,
Oh my god.
yeah. To to move the conversation away from
Yes.
enjoyable Italian food, because you also know Italians don't actually exist in Alandressa. So now I can't remember if that came up in Cryptic Critters or here. Anyway, Ruby probably noticing Isabel having some weirdness and knowing that other people have had dreams
Undercommon
about
is
their
Undercommon is Italian. That's we made that canon in
Undercommon.
Critters.
Okay.
The Undercommon language is Italian,
Very
basically.
rude.
Okay, we'll leave you to eat your undercommon food. But Ruby knowing that their patron visits other people will probably head over to Isabel, especially knowing that they were asked after who specifically had the mark, and ask what happened to Isabel overnight, basically.
Yeah, in my dream, that bloody bird thing was chasing me and literally trying to kill me. And
In your dream?
yeah, and dark stranger approached me and said he could make it go away and call me weak. I took it out of desperation.
Well,
and not only that, I also knew deep down I am being trapped, and you guys in danger as long as I have it.
I mean, that's a selfless act to think of our safety, Isabel. But sounds like in the dream, well, which feels more like reality nowadays, you didn't have any choice if the holy man was hunting you down.
Well, let's put it this way: I would rather die on my own than taking you guys with me.
That's very noble of you, Isabel.
Yes, I feel like
Let's
we'd
hope it's not
rather
the case.
not let you. Yes.
Mm.
Well, you guys have been sorry about the background. I've got thin walls, and somebody next door's got a really loud TV.
Do not worry. Yeah. So Ruby will go and probably poke a little bit outside,
Yeah, I
knowing
was thinking
that
I'll
little
go
bit of
to that.
info, yeah, from Isabel, and be like, "Oh my god, what's their patron doing?" Yeah. And we'll leave our poor DM to eat their lasagna.
Yeah,
I've just finished it.
I think
Just finished.
Wow.
still don't know.
Did you inhale it?
Well, that's not it. That's not all of it. It was a lasagna meal for two, and I ate all of it.
Oh wow!
Oh.
I eat
Yummy.
quick.
You were hungry.
I eat quick. It doesn't matter whether I'm hungry or not. I just inhale it because I don't taste anything. What is there to savor? What's the point? Anyone that steps outside, perception check.
Okay. While we're doing that, are you playing music through Foundry?
Yes.
Okay.
Loud.
My Foundry's weird. Monday and today, I'm not hearing the music. It's odd. I don't know what I've done.
Okay.
So, oh, 23.
Well, did you put it through an audio, like an audio device that you don't have active? Because that might be.
I wouldn't know
That
how.
you've, like,
I wouldn't know
specified-
how to do that.
You would go into your settings and then go into
Configure settings.
Yeah, so in your computer, you would go to settings. You would then go to system.
Okay. I'll do
You-
that in the background.
You would then go to sound.
Okay.
You would then scroll
Oh.
down and go to volume mixer.
Okay.
And then you would see all of the things that are on your computer that are producing any kind of sound. And if you click on the arrow on the right hand edge, it will tell you exactly which device it's all coming through. And you can change it to
Sound
default.
mixer options, you said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it should show you all of the apps that you have active that are playing any kind of sound. If you click on the arrow on the right hand edge, it will expand. and it will tell you exactly which devices it's using for microphone and speakers. Input and
Okay.
output.
I'll start fiddling. Sorry
Okay.
for that.
As you start fiddling, Ruby, you spot a skeleton coming out of the mud.
Oh, where?
Over here. Southeast.
Oh God. Okay. Does it do Aldrin and Victor?
Victor, you're not seeing it. Aldrin
That's
either.
okay. I think I was gonna probably try and sneak around to the back anyway, so I'm probably not paying that much attention to the bit that Ruby's looking at. Because I was gonna go around the opposite way and just kind of look around the back and stuff, like quietly, stealthily.
Mm-hmm.
So unless I hear them yelp, I'm probably not gonna pay that much attention anyway to that particular part. So yeah, I would probably be heading around here.
Now that it steps out of the mud, well, out of the like waterlogged area, Aldrin can also now see it.
Okay. I will shout. Can I see anything about
Guys, funny thing.
You see the skeleton turn towards you as it was walking away. It now hears you yell and looks in your direction with its head turning without the rest of its body turning. It just looks over the back of its head, back of its shoulders. And then the rest of its body turns to match it. And I need everybody to get into initiative formation. From the point that you are stood now is going to be where initiative originates. So don't get moving your characters around. But they all start to appear from out of the mud as this skeleton starts to... It grabs like its right forearm that's not holding its weapon. It's a left-handed skeleton. And it slams its forearm against its rib cage, going clack, 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 clack. Because it obviously has no vocal cords, it is making an alarm sound. And the rest of the skeletons that were in the mud surrounding you overnight are now emerging and stepping out. We are in initiative order. As we are currently, there are all of these skeletons that you can see around you. And in the initiative order, ready to attack. The only one that will attack on this turn is the one that saw you, and the rest of them are essentially in a surprised condition. This one is going to start moving towards you. It has a movement of 30 feet, and while it's not on the trail, I'm going to count it as difficult terrain. Anything that is not this road trail that you can see is going to count as difficult terrain because it's going to be loose sand or wet mud, and there's no way that you're walking through that easily, unless you have some ability to fly. We are going to move this guy 5, 10, 15, so that is half of his movement. He is going to dash 5, 10, 15, and he makes it to here. It is now Leopold's turn. Go on.
Do I need to roll stealth before we do anything, as I was slinking off behind the...
You can roll stealth, absolutely.
Okay, I just didn't want to...
You can do it with advantage, because you're not as part of the group. 24. Okay. For the time being, they don't know where you are. You are hidden.
Cool.
What does it look like, by the way, while Victor is back there? What are you stealthing with? With just dirt and wood, what are you doing?
I think he's, with his cloak, he's trying to...
Welcoming everybody that's joining, by the way. We're in D&D, and combat has just started between skeletons and our party.
Quite long shadows, I imagine.
Okay.
So he's trying to kind of quickly and like gracefully slink between those shadows and hug the wall a little bit.
Nice, nice. Okay.
Because I don't think there's a lot of terrain for him to kind of bounce around, so I think it would be kind of that, just using kind of his movements to blend into the shapes that the shadows cast and such. Right.
Okay. Well, I think that with what do you call it? I think that with Katie not being here, I think that Briar would first probably cast Twilight Sanctuary with Channel Divinity. which is going to give us the 30-foot aura around. As an action, here, I'll just put it into the chat so that you can read it to your own heart's content as well. But essentially, you present your holy symbol and a sphere of light emanates from around you. The sphere is centered on you, has a 30-foot radius, and is filled with dim light. It moves with you and lasts for a minute, so 10 rounds of combat, or until you're incapacitated or die. Whenever a creature, including you, ends its turn in the sphere, you can grant that creature one of these benefits. You grant it temporary hit points. You end one effect on it, causing it to be charmed or frightened. So you can either stop being charmed or frightened, or you can gain temp HP. And the temp HP will equal 1d6 plus 5. Briar doesn't really know much else about what's going on. And we'll go have a look in here and see what bonus actions there are. Would only be able to cast oh no, actually that's not a spell, is it? So you could still do any spell. So we're going to cast Spiritual Weapon as well. I think those are some of Katie's favourites, so we're going to go with that. The Spiritual Weapon pops in and is not anywhere near to the Skelly Boy, so it's just going to put it at the door, I think, just so that we've got something to help attack with. And that is the end of Briar's turn. Next in the turn order is going to be Aldrin. Aldrin, remember, while you are on the trail here, you are on normal terrain. You can move as normal. The moment that you enter onto the mud or the sand, that becomes difficult terrain, and it will cost you double movement to move anywhere.
Okay. Alright, let's see now. Sorry, my brain was thinking like I was on runner.
Yeah.
I got the wrong.
It's hard to go
character in the
between two
brain.
characters, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright.
Imagine how difficult it is being a DM.
20, 25. Alright, we're not. Okay. We're not that far.
Well, it's
We can do
15 to here.
assets.
Yeah, it's 15 to there, and then it would only be another 5 to get within reach, you know? If you wanted to do a melee
Well,
attack. If
this
what you
spell
wanted to do is
within range
a
of
ranged
an
attack, then
acid
it's 25
splash.
feet. Yeah, it's 25 feet away from you.
Yeah. So he's within range of an acid splash. There's nobody else within 5 feet of him.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just the one. Okay. So DC 12 dexterity saving throw. If
It succeeds.
they succeed. So it's a succeed or take damage. So
You
it's
see
just
that
not
it's really unfortunate, but the acid that you've just thrown just hits all of the gaps in his skeleton, and it just passes straight through as he rolls a 22 against your 12 DC.
Oh, he did not melt.
That was a nat 20.
Oh,
This
darn.
is like, you know, this is one of those skeletons with swagger. You can see that his pelvis sort of rocks in a certain way, like he would be shaking his hips as he moves. Okay, you've used your acid splash. You've got movement, and you've got, you know, more action economy to use. You still got a bonus action. What do you want to do? Remember, you've got the.
Sorry, I'm just checking on something. I think
Yeah.
what I'm looking. It's a spell, not a bonus action. Yes, that's a spell. Okay. So one other thing. Oh, that's also a spell. All right. Well, Aldrin is going to boop boop. We're gonna move.
Remember, you do have the
Right over-
illusionist's braces, so if you wanted to, you could cast that again as a bonus action.
Oh, right. Okay. Then let's go ahead and do that. We'll cast
All right.
that.
Then he'll do the
Use a
same.
bonus action.
He'll do the same dexterity saving throw, and he rolls a 16 on the die this time, so he gets an 18 overall.
Oh. It did not melt again.
You see his jaw sort of like loosen a little bit as he tilts his head like a dog, and he just sort of like clacks his teeth at you, like clack, 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 clack. Like he's trying to laugh.
Alright, so we're gonna go
Oh, I also think that Briar would have moved a bit, by the way.
15, 20.
Yeah. That's 20 feet. I think you've got another 10 left. No, 20 left if you want to move it. Because you still got the speed of the shoes helping you.
Yes. 20. Okay. We're gonna come over here, check the situation, notice these guys back here. Head over here.
Yep, and you see an enormous area filled with skeletons all starting to climb out of the mud. As you're going to see all of these surrounding you, and there are a lot. I couldn't even count how many there are. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
We need to run.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 16 skeletons total. 16 skeletons.
Oh, Jesus.
How
many can I
Friends,
see?
we need to run now.
You can see
Yes,
1, 2,
Grandpa.
3, 4, 5. You can see
Yeah,
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Because the building is blocking your vision. Remember, you've got
Yes.
line of sight. But yeah, you can just about see every single one of them there. Basically, Aldrin. Yeah.
So Aldrin would try and relay the count as best they could.
Mm-hmm.
From what they see. And then...
Okay.
But,
So...
do the skeletons speak a language at all? Other than making
You
noise
could give
like
me
funky
a
things?
history check if you want.
Let's go.
A dirty 20. They don't speak any languages, but they understand languages that they knew in life.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Hmm.
I'm
So,
a big on it. But that's it for this
what
week.
you've all seen is you have seen an aura spring to life around Briar, who still needs to roll for temporary HP. 1d6 plus 5, which gets a 9. So Briar is going to have 9 temporary HP. This is going to be very important for Shen, so remember this. Remember to roll this when you get to your turn. Remember, it's 1d6 plus 5. I'll put it in the chat as just a plain text entry so that you can see it there to refer to. And yeah, the rest. What you see is you see this microscope appear in the space outside. You see that your sorcerer friend with the green hair, with the wizard's hat, with the mismatched moccasins, with some shining bracers, throws acid at a skeleton that then laughs at them back as it dodges both, and then the sorcerer runs off around a corner. I think that that's pretty.
Truly, Aldrin's looking a hot
This
mess.
is top tier D&D. This is real D&D action as it should be done. Next, Ash.
Hi,
By
it's
the
my
way, what are
turn.
you holding concentration on there, Aldrin? You've got a concentration marker on your name. I don't
Do
think
I?
you've cast a concentration spell, so what is it you're concentrating on?
Oh,
Nether's Mischief.
I tried to launch that last time.
Oh, well then, yeah, that shouldn't be there. Here, let's just deactivate it. Great concentration, there you go.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. Okay, so, Ash, sorry.
I'm gonna come outside.
Lovely.
And I'm gonna take starry form, archer.
Nice.
I'm gonna fly up a little bit.
Nice.
So I only move like 20, and then I'm gonna attack this guy.
Alright. Let's do it to it. You hit. Give me damage. That is 5 damage to this guy. Finally does actually strike into a point on his body, and you see it hits the sternum and starts to crack the sternum apart, and a bunch of other a bunch of like broken bone shards just fly out. Aldrin, you did not end your turn within 30 feet of Briar, so you don't get the temporary HP. But Ash does. That was the end of your turn then, since you've already rolled.
Yes,
Ash?
I think I can only do one attack, right?
Yeah.
No, wait. What was it last time that I thought I could do more than one attack?
I don't know. I mean, you used Starry Form as the bonus action.
Okay,
And
yep, never mind.
then-
I'm just gonna end my turn.
Yeah, and then you've used your bow, I guess. I don't actually see a bow on your character.
No, it's because of the archer.
Oh, it's
it
the archer
says
thing.
that-
Right. Okay, I get
Yep.
you. I get you.
So
That's
when I
fine.
make a ranged spell attack, it hurls
Yeah.
luminous arrow. So that's what that is.
Cool. All right, that's very cool. All right then. So that's the end of your turn. The next person in the turn order is going to be Ruby.
Ew. So, Ruby's going to make potentially silly decisions, but that's what she's doing. So I'm going to swan over up to this here, Skelly Wobble.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is not in the mud, it's this very
The
obviously
first
mud
tile
patch.
here, the first tile here is going to count as difficult terrain because it's sand. So I said sand and mud. Anything sand
okay.
and mud.
That's fine. That's
Basically
fine. I've got
anything that's
40.
not trail. I've marked out the trail on the map
Yeah.
specifically so you can see where it is.
Yeah. No problem. I've got loads of. Fine.
You do, yeah.
I'm
You got 40
going
feet
to.
of movement, so that's no problem.
Yeah, so that's fine. So I'm now going to try and bosh this guy. So I'm going to come in
Alright,
with
bosh the boy.
unarmed strike. Don't know why I said that a million times.
Mm-hmm.
Here you go. Here's an unarmed strike.
That definitely hits. Just for everybody's benefit, I'm going to put this aura onto Briar so that you can see where the end of it is.
Cool. Damage.
You just have to end your turn there.
Mhm.
Oh boy. Wait, why did that take 8 off when you've actually done 6 damage?
6.
You did 6 damage.
I did.
Had 5 damage done to it earlier. So
Yep.
it shouldn't have taken 8. I don't know why it's taken 8. Have I applied it as double or something?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. Is it?
8 is not.
Oh,
double
it's
6.
Okay, yes, I get you. Yes, okay. I understand. Yes, it did do it correctly. All right then. So this creature, let me just see which one he is in order. He's that one. This creature stands defeated. Describe the kill.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, I have done a descending hammer fist straight to its cranium, and it's just crumpled into the sand.
Oh, the cracked sternum with all the ribs that are
Yeah.
falling apart, and then the fist to the very
Yeah.
top of the crown of the head. It just this really like it's hard to have any kind of facial expression, but with this guy tilting his head and clacking his teeth at you, ready, waiting to strike, you just see that expression of like cockiness and arrogance completely sundered in one strike as this guy just crumbles to bones and dust. You have completely destroyed this one skeleton. It is still your turn. You have the rest of your movement, and you've got a bonus action.
Yeah, I do. So I think it was.
So it's 10. It costs you 10 to get onto the sand. So that was
So,
5,
yeah,
10,
so I've got
15,
30,
and then that would be
35.
25. It would be another 10 to get out of it. That would bring you up to 35 to get to a tile
Okay.
that's on the trail.
We'll do the 35, and oh god, there's two of me. I got very confused. Here I am.
It does that sometimes. You
there's-
just change the selector and go back to it.
Yeah. So, and I'm just wondering whether to just go dash up and be another body with Aldrin, because now I can see that there's way more Skelly Wobbles that way,
Mm-hmm.
and Aldrin has put themselves really in line of fire.
Well, you've got a bonus action. So what can you do with that bonus action?
Yeah, well, I could dash. I was trying to do something a bit more fun. I am just going to dash and be a cheeky
Alright.
little body.
So you still had 5 from
Next
your
up, Aldrin.
initial movement. You've got now
Yeah,
then
put me there.
45. Yeah, so now you've got
45.
40 from here.
Oh, or do I do something more interesting with my bonus action? No, Beth. Stop taking too much time. Here I am.
Alright.
Or actually, here I am because there's properly on the trail.
Yes,
That
thank
instead.
you.
No,
Alright.
stop.
That's the end of your turn. It's now Isabel's turn. Neither Ruby nor Aldrin get the benefits of the temp HP. But Isabel, it's now your turn. What do you want to do?
Well, first of all, I have no idea. I can't even see the skeletons because I'm in the building. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm still in pain, so I'm gonna just slowly get out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh god damn it!
You see that there is a pile of crumbled bones on the floor, but apart from that, you don't really see anything from here.
Right, where's the action at? I ask Ash.
I don't know if Ash would know. It seems like Victor, Ruby, and Aldrin have all moved in different directions, though.
Can I use perception to know where they are? Because
I think that you would need to move out behind the building. You can't really see anything from here.
I think I could go this far. Oh, there. I
From
can see them.
here, yes, you can now see openly in line of sight that they are all just standing up in the mud, starting to crawl out.
Who woke up the bones?
We all did.
I suppose I screamed.
Yes, I did pay attention to that, but then I was also the one that narrated it, so it kind of my fault. But there you go.
Well, no one's going to tell me to shut up. Shut up. There might be monsters
your fault.
outside.
Actually, I think that having a piece of my soul wrenched apart by a dark and unusual being would not make me scream. I think that actually I'd wake up pretty chill.
Well, actually,
Actually, I think that the barbarian
soul's
doesn't
always
scream.
taken.
Yeah. So you are at the corner of the building, and you can see that Ruby and Aldrin are up ahead of you on the trail, and that there are new skeletons starting to come out of the dirt. You could do whatever you like from here. What do you want to do?
Well, I can't really do much from here. Go one
Okay.
more. I'm staying within this range because I want those temporary hit points.
Lovely stuff. Okay. So
I'll
roll
just keep
1d6
myself
plus
braced for
5. Did you want to use anything else?
So no.
Like
That's
a
right.
rage?
Thing is, the rage only stays in if I get attacked, right?
Yeah. Up to you if you want to try.
Alright, I'll get raged. Roided. There.
All right then.
It's
Well then, it is
Generally
now.
morning glitch.
It is now Victor's turn.
I do not really know what to do here. Okay, so I've been literally sat staring at it, and I'm like, I don't know what to bloody do. Okay, so I think seeing a few skeletons running towards him and not knowing what's happening on the other side of the.
Well, they've not started to
Of
move
the
yet, but you do see that they're coming out of the mud and looking towards where the alarm was raised. And you see that all of the wet mud and slop is just sort of draining out rapidly from between their bones as they turn
Yeah,
to stare in this direction.
yeah, I
But they
think,
also don't see you because you've stealthed.
Okay. So I'm going to fire my. I believe I'm going to fire my crossbow, my hand crossbow at.
Yeah.
The closest one.
This guy?
From a hidden position, yes.
Yep. So you'll
Yeah,
get
the
sneak
one
attack
directly
if you
above me.
hit.
Cool. Is it just a straight roll, or am I?
Well, what's the
having to
range of the
just-
crossbow? 30 feet.
Ooh. Yes. So, it'd be
So
straight
40.
roll.
So that would be you wouldn't
Okay.
you wouldn't I mean, would you get advantage just from being in hiding? No, you don't get advantage just from being in hiding. You get advantage by them being like flanked or other things. I wouldn't say that you get advantage from being in hiding. Yeah, because they're aware of what's going on. It's not like they're in a surprised condition. So you would get this at disadvantage from where you are. It's up to you if you want to move up and use a bonus action to hide again to then get the sneak attack.
I was gonna ask if they get the sneak attack.
No, it's
Being
fine,
in
'cause it
hiding
would
means that you do
negate
get
it.
the sneak attack, yeah.
Whoops. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. I'll just roll with disadvantage. That's fine.
17 still hits. Give me some damage.
Should be normal. And
Ooh, 9. That's a chunky health point. And then some sneak attack on top of it.
Yes.
7. Alright, describe the kill.
I think it kind of hits through like above its hip, so it
Nice.
like knocks out a vertebrae because it's just an
Ooh.
arrow, so it's not gonna necessarily like blast them to pieces.
Yeah.
So I think he kind of takes careful aim and fires it and it hits like and knocks a vertebrae out, so the whole thing just kind of crumbles
Just
into
sort of
mud.
half, yeah, just sort of falls apart in half. There's nothing else holding it together.
Yeah.
So there's
basically.
two halves of a skeleton just drop lifeless into the mud.
And then I'm gonna move around. Why? Oh, it's because it's a wall. So I'm gonna move to here, and then if I can, into this corner, and then I'm gonna hide again with my bonus action. If I may.
So your movement speed is 30. You are in the dirt where you were stood, so that would count as difficult terrain. So you were here, so that's 5, 10, 15 at where you are. So yes, you can do that
just
and
so
no
I can
more.
see my friends. Yeah.
Yes, that's fine.
And then I'll roll a quick stealth check for you. So
Yes, I was going to say, do you want a bonus action hide? Oh, that's fucking juicy. That wasn't even with advantage. You should like give it another go.
Shit.
See if you nat 20.
I mean, it's a 19. I'm not really.
Yeah, something nice might happen if you do. Oh, unfortunate. Okay, well, it's still good. Still fucking good. That's the end of the turn order. It's now all the Skelly boys. Okay. Well, they're all in difficult terrain until they get close to you. So they're all just going to dash. And that basically means that they get their full movement, which is normally 30. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I'm pretty sure that's all of them. That is now Leopold's turn. Leopold's just going to stay where he is. He takes his temporary HP. He does have commoner stats. So he ain't taking much more than that.
He's doing his best. He's doing the right thing.
Leopold does all right. Right, let me just change what his max should be. There we go. Alright, he's now got commoner stats. Okay, so Skelly Boys have all moved. And they are... one of them is now within attacking range of 2 of you. The rest of them are still closing in. It is now Briar's turn. Briar, as a... without the need for a bonus action, I think, can move the thing as a bonus action and can then attack for free. So Spiritual Weapon can move 30 feet. Oh no, you can move it up to 20 feet as a bonus action, and then it can attack for free, yeah. So 20 feet. So Briar's going to move up to here. Wait. 5, and then to here. Which is then going to move the aura with Briar. And is going to move this to 20 feet to get to here. And is then also going to look at spells again. And what are we going to do? What is there? Neither of those are... Yeah, neither of those are big problems. I think... What's Sacred Flame? Flame like radiance on a target that you can see within range. Target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d. So we're going to use a... we're going to use a Sacred Flame cantrip. On the guy that's right in front of these two. And unfortunately it succeeds. Yeah, there's no half damage. So Briar has moved, the aura has moved with her, the spiritual weapon has moved as a bonus action, and she's tried to use that as an action. That is the end of Briar's turn. It's now Aldrin's turn. Aldrin, you have got a skeleton directly in front of you. What are you going to do?
So let's see. Can we do a perception check to see if there looks like there's a boss skelly above the others? Like anything
like,
important about one?
Okay, I guess that would be insight check.
Insight. Okay. What team?
You don't recognize any of these as being more important than any other.
Alrighty. And then so now I gotta figure out where to do this. I wanna cast Nefarious Mischief and try and hit these two guys here
Mm-hmm.
in front of us and confuse them.
All right.
So I'm gonna do this. And this.
It would need to be a whole tile. We can't do half tiles, and at the moment it's on half tile.
Oh.
So you would only manage to
wait,
hit
is
one of
it?
them.
Oh.
Yeah, that would be a full 20 by 20. Otherwise, you're only getting like half of each, which is, yeah, it's not really.
Okay.
Because then you could just game the system and get like 25 by 25, right?
Yeah. So
Donnie!
I don't know why it gave me that
Donnie!
extra little.
I've lost my
Aura?
voice, Donnie. I've been streaming for
Um,
63
I
hours
also
straight until
don't know
today.
what this
I've had
is.
3 hours sleep after that, and I'm now
Is
DMing.
there any
How are
way
you?
to hit both of them? I'm trying to think. I think I'd hit myself as well.
Is that what, sorry?
No, there's not a way to hit both of them.
Not with that attack. No, not with that spell, no. Because it has to be a
Okay.
whole tile, yeah.
Alright. Sorry. Shifting thoughts. I feel like poison's not
You
gonna
missed
do
a whole
anything
bunch, but I'll give you a
for
bit
these
of a
guys,
rundown
so
while
we're
we're going
just
through
gonna
this.
whack the guy in front of us with a quarterstaff.
Just
Yeah, go for it.
smack him.
Yeah. We're gonna smack him.
14 hits, give me damage.
Sweet deal.
Okay.
Aldrin is not very strong.
Even though you only hit it a little bit, Ruby, I would ask that you give me a, what could we call this? Let's say a perception check. Ruby, give me a perception check.
On it.
Your martial training and your knowledge of how hard a quarterstaff should be hitting, you notice that when Aldrin hits with this quarterstaff, that it seems to be doing more damage than it should have with that strike.
Okay.
Aldrin, it's still your turn. Is there anything else you want to do?
Let's
So
see,
essentially, they had the stranger come to them
bonus
during their
action
dreams, removed
that
the
can do
marker
damage?
from Isabel, but caused permanent, a temporary reduction in max HP as it ripped off a part of Isabel's soul at the same time. But now the Holy Man is no longer tracking them and following them, which it was doing before, and they only found out a couple of sessions ago.
I had a different set.
They've
Steps
woken
in
up
my
after
head.
screaming in pain. It has woken up all of the skeletons that are in the muddy area surrounding them, and they're now surrounded by all of these skeletons.
We're gonna phase step away.
I love that. No attack of opportunity.
So, do I have to go the full distance of a Misty Step?
No, it's up to.
In order to Misty Step.
It's up to.
What? Aldrin, move. Here. Cheeky. Alright, and that's where we're going.
Nice.
Literally 5 feet.
This is also listed under your innate spellcasting on the spells list, by the way. The phase step is more the feature that allows you to do that spell. But yeah, you Misty step away, and you are now stood behind Ruby, I guess. Is there anything else that you wanted to do? You've used your action to attack, your bonus action to phase step. Do you want to use any movement?
No, because I want to be able to give Ruby help if needed.
Nice stuff. It is now Ash's turn.
Okay, I am gonna move over here as well.
Great stuff. You said that you're flying?
Yeah.
All right, we'll give you the flying condition then. So you are flying, you said 20 feet up. The distance that you were out the door, you could not have gotten 20 feet in the air, but you
No, I didn't specify how high up. I just said I'm flying up a little bit. So.
Oh, you said 20 feet, so I thought that you meant that you were flying by that much. Was that the range of your
No,
bow
I
then?
moved 20 feet, and then
I get
I
you.
guess I'm like hovering or something.
Okie dokie. Well, yeah, you can hover. You're an arrowcocker. So,
go
you're in the air still. You've moved around the corner. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna attack that guy again.
All right, then. Give me an attack roll.
Do I have to roll starry form thing again, or?
You just roll the attack for the bow.
Well, it's part of the starry form. That's why I'm confused by it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll just do that.
All right, 18 hits. Give me damage. All right. It seems to be harmed by that. It's now like below half health.
Wait.
Ruby, as part of your assessment a moment ago, you noticed that the arrow doesn't seem to be doing any more damage than it should.
Could you say that again? It cut out. Do you say the damage
The
didn't
damage
do as much
doesn't
damage as
seem.
it should?
Yes, it doesn't seem to be doing any more damage than it should. It seems like it's doing
Okay.
about level with what you'd expect. The arrow is doing the same
Okay.
amount of damage. Ash,
Thank
what
you.
was the rest of your turn, please?
So since that was just a regular attack from the archer form, am I allowed to do a guiding bolt? I'm asking before I do it.
Guiding bolt is.
It's an innate
An
spell
action.
casting.
It is an action. Was it your action to do the starry form?
I was already in starry form. I just didn't know how to get the.
As a bonus
Next
action
attack
on your
off.
subsequent turns while it lasts, you can make a ranged spell attack. So it is a bonus action to continue to hit with the archer form. So
Okay,
yes,
so
you
then
can
that was my
do-
bonus action.
And yes, you can do that. It's not about whether it's innate spellcasting to me. It's about whether it's a bonus action or an action. Okay, guiding bolt hits. Ooh, 12 damage. You obliterate this thing. It just turns to like dust and sand in front of Ruby.
Yes.
Ruby, this thing just crumbles in front of you.
Great.
You've
Nah,
still
I'm
got
not-
more
my turn.
movement. Okay, so you
Oh,
end
wait,
your
wait,
turn
Let me
in
re-roll
the
to
thing.
see if more.
See if you get higher. If not, then you keep the same. Then in that case, it's now Ruby's turn.
Is it 1d6
Ruby,
Hello.
plus 5?
1d6 plus 5.
Nope, it's the same amount.
Okay.
I guess guiding bolt. I'm not gonna have the perception check, martial weapon knowledge on that, just because I'm being cheeky to ask.
No, you wouldn't. No.
No, that's fair.
You
Okay.
could do it with disadvantage, but it would be an Arcana check.
Do I get disadvantage on Arcana? Now I'm a warlock.
What, you think that people who are wizards just suddenly get...
No, I'm
You're new to
you
this.
You know I'm Josh.
You
and you
li-
don't
I
worry.
know, but I'm still having this argument with you. You realise
I'm
you've
sure you
only
are.
just been granted these powers. You don't have a lifetime's knowledge of this. You've just been given it by someone you know. That doesn't make you any better at knowing it than before.
Yeah,
Fuck
it
off.
does. Of course it does.
Fuck off.
Can you see my little ruler?
Yes, you are 45 feet away, not 40.
Because of the sandy
It comes
movement.
from you. It comes from you. Oh, movement. No, yeah, movement, that's 40. And yes, that is all terrain. Yeah.
So I can just do that straight.
Yeah.
You means on my
Do
way.
it to it.
Bosh! Here I am.
Love it.
Now I need to work out whether I need to do the weakest, meekest attack possible, or what, or whether it's ranged attacks. B doesn't know. Neither does Ruby. As if it's the same. So I am going to just punch this guy, I guess. An
Okay,
arm strike,
go
and
for
then
it.
go from there.
That doesn't hit.
Does not hit.
You don't beat his AC.
That's completely fair. So instead, oh sugar, that's an action, not a bonus action. Who and we? I guess I will just do a cheeky bonus action of doing an unarmed strike instead.
Nice.
Here I am.
That
Here
definitely
it is.
hits.
I think that might hit.
A dirty 24,
Here's-
100% hits. Give me damage.
Here's some damage.
Okay. And you absolutely obliterate this thing. With just a quick offhand back fist, you realize that this thing has taken so much damage from that blow.
Okay. Oh my god. I don't think I have the knowledge to properly perceive why 7 damage murdered this guy, because he hadn't been hit by anyone else, right?
Nope.
Or had Ash done
He
something
had
on
not. No.
him? No.
Nope,
What?
I didn't touch that one.
Okay. So
Hey,
Ruby
Lucy.
is just gonna I don't know what she'd say.
How are you doing, cutie?
Cool. Yes, she does. So I have a feeling Isabel might be next in the turn order, right?
Isabel is next, yes.
Okay.
So Ruby is just gonna look to her barbarian friend and just go, Isabel, punch them in the face. Cool. And
I
then
need to do something like that.
no problem. I think I've been cheeky. Ah,
Yeah.
no, I'm too far away.
Okay.
Any chance you'd allow me to awaken mind to try and speak to the skeleton here that I've ruled? It's within 30 feet.
Awaken mind
Or
to
is that a
speak
bit-
to which one?
So that's you can telepathically speak to any creature. I'll try and ping this guy.
That guy. So he's within 30
Yeah.
feet? Then yes.
Yep. So I'm just
Is
gonna.
there a limit on what's it? A stat block that you have to hit?
If it understands at least one language, doesn't say stat
Yep.
block.
That's fine then.
So I'm just gonna telepathically just go to this skeleton and just go, dude, why? What did we do?
Okay.
Oh, okay, that's my turn.
Fine. I mean, the skeleton looks back at you, turns its head, sort of looks with its head cocked, takes its short sword in one hand and its bow in the other, and goes, it just like smacks on its rib cage with both, just clack, 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 and looks super aggressive at you.
Okay, that's fine. I'll just chill here until next turn.
Nice.
Thank you.
It is now Isabel's turn.
Let us go smash some skellies. I need this.
I did get some sleep, yes. I slept
was my
for
speed
about
walking
3
stream?
hours after we finished. So after the first day of Monday, we did 21 hours stream and I got an hour's sleep. Then I did another 15 hours stream and I got 6 hours sleep.
That's
Then
just
I
on
did
the sphere.
27 hours stream and got
Okay,
3
I am
hours
going
sleep.
to. Am I still
63
raged?
hours of streaming
would you
altogether.
Say?
You're gonna what, sorry?
Was I still raged?
If you take an attack this turn, then you will be. It's the end of your turn.
Okay. I don't think I'll be getting an attack and
I
attack
don't
this turn.
I don't see that you've actually gone into a rage, so I'm just going to do that for you. There you go.
Yeah, sorry.
Because it will affect all of your modifiers and stuff, so I don't want you to miss out.
Okay. I want to chuck a javelin at him.
Do it.
I think I can. I assume you know which one I'm going for.
Well, yeah, the one guy in range.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was in range, as in melee range.
What range does a javelin have? It is.
Well, javelin could do it, but would my great axe be in
As a
range?
throw. Oh no, your great axe doesn't. No, your great axe is 5 feet. But it's whether the javelin counts as like a long spear, and it doesn't. No, it's a ranged attack. So yeah, your javelin could have functioned as a melee weapon, but if you've got the axe, I mean, you might as well use it.
Yeah, I use my
So
axe.
yeah, it's well, you can't do it from there, is what I'm saying, unless. So what distance did you move? How far have you gone?
I was next to Briar, I believe, over here.
You were there. Okay,
Yeah.
so 5, 10, 15, 20,
I could do
25,
40.
30. You can do 40. So you could step down into the mud. That would be as far as you can go. But then you'd be able
Alright.
to hit it with the melee.
Alright, let's give it a good smack then.
All right, then. You do also have your bonus action on this turn. Because you used your bonus last turn.
Okay.
So you've got your features. Remember, you've got reckless attack, and you've got where is it?
Reckless maintains your rage, by the way, if you don't get attacked. If you're recklessly
All right,
attacking.
I'll go reckless
It
then.
keeps,
You either need to
I
take
don't-
the
I don't know
attack
if you can
action,
now.
or you need to take damage. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll go
So
reckless then.
reckless
And
means
I-
that you get advantage on the attack, but that means that they also get advantage against you. So there you go. 24 hits. Give me damage. Okay.
But I could do it again.
You can do it again because you have extra attack.
Okay. Hold on, I'll go.
This one you can't do with advantage. Reckless is the first attack in the turn. A
Whoa.
nat 20.
So that's crit, right?
That is a crit. Give me a crit.
Woohoo!
22 damage? Wait. 22 damage? Holy fucking shitballs. This thing just explodes into dust the moment that your axe hits. It just fucking gets annihilated. It's no longer a skeleton. It's now a part of the mud. That's insane.
Dusted.
Ah, suck it.
I will ask...
Isabel's not in a good mood.
I will ask Ruby, would you be paying attention to this?
Oh yeah, if I've just spoken to that skeleton and asked Isabel to punch something in the face, I have watched that definitely.
Then give me another roll.
Perception.
Yeah.
Oh.
With an 11, unfortunately, you're not quite sure whether that was the damage of hitting it melee, or whatever else it might have been as part of that factored in, like it being a crit.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not quite sure why that was particularly that great.
Okay.
But Isabel, you've used your action, and you've used 2 attacks as part of that.
I
You've
think
still
I'm
got a bonus
enraged
action.
as well.
You are still enraged. You've still got a bonus action. What are you doing?
I don't think I can actually do anything bonus action wise.
Why is your rage undone?
I have no idea.
Keeps undoing. There you go. You get it back.
It's your usage, I guess I gotta press.
I'm trying to give it to you so that you get the effect of it, but it's not giving you the effect for whatever reason.
Hold on. There we go. Does that work?
That has worked, yeah, but it means that it's here. I'll give you another use back. There you go. That
Yeah, I was just
fixes
thinking.
it.
I don't know where the other use went.
No, I know. I used it last time and then it just stopped. I guess it just automatically stopped because you didn't take any damage. Okie dokie. So that is your turn, unless you want to do anything for bonus action.
Again, I don't think I've got anything besides
Yes, Nia.
doing
I slept for 3 hours
doing
and I am
rage,
now back streaming
which I'm
again.
already on.
Well, okay, that's great. Then you are now stood in the mud, sort of ankle deep. You're no longer inside of the aura, so you can't re-roll for your temp HP, but you've still got that which you had before. So
I'm just holding my axe saying, "Come at me, bro."
yeah, absolutely. Victor, your turn now.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of slink over to this corner.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I'm gonna stay by the door because I assume that is the door open?
Yeah, if you left
Do
it
I
open, which
see-
I assume you did. No one
Yeah, I
said
think
that you
you
should
probably
close it.
did. Do I see Leopold as I get to the doorway?
Yeah, Leopold, as you would have walked past, you would have seen that Leopold is just sat in there, not really doing anything.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna stay by the door.
I would also say that there are windows in this building that you could, like, fire out of.
That's what I'm thinking. But
You would also get a boost to your AC because you'd be in cover, and you would get an advantage on your stealth checks because you're not with the group.
yeah, I think
Plus the
actually
aura
I
goes
might
through
just-
walls.
I might just stay on this corner.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know there's more kind of coming up here.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna wait to ambush them, basically.
Okay.
So I want to, just in case they make it, even though metagaming, I don't think they will.
Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna just shout to everybody. There's more coming this way. But I'll try and take them out one at a time. And then I'm gonna basically stay hidden, if I may.
Yeah.
Would
You've
you
not
like
you've
me
not
to
really left the
reroll?
hiding spot. You just sort of peeked your head round through a window
Yeah,
at this
so
point.
I'm gonna basically
This
ready,
would have cost you only like 10 feet of movement, so it's not really. Victor
Yeah.
takes a lie down in the corner.
Yep.
Victor
spins
just
around.
casually lays himself down so that he can
He's
get a
looking
really
around the
low
corner.
angle.
He's looking around the corner.
Yeah, you're doing the Scooby-Doo thing where you're like peeking your head around with two hands on the corner edge. You're just like whoop, so that you can see what you're looking at with all the grace of a Warner Brothers character. Okay, what are you gonna do from there then? So you've looked inside, you've stepped here, you've still got action, bonus action. What do you want to do?
I'm just gonna ready my crossbow for if this.
Okay,
if
ready a
any of them
reaction in case they get
step
within
into
range.
basically, yeah.
What range are we looking at?
If they get up onto this raised bit here.
Okay, so we'll set a range marker for that. In fact, I'll remove that because that'll get confusing with the other thing. What we'll do instead
yeah.
is I will do this. There you go.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. So if anything pops up there, I'll shoot it. If anything gets really close to me, I will stab it with the dagger I have prepared in my other hand.
Okay, I like that. Your turn is the last in the turn order, which means that we are now back to the Skelly Boys. And this guy is certainly going to try and move. He is going to make it to the shore. He lands up to here. You may do your attack roll when you're ready.
Where's my crossbow? I need to really move that.
Yeah, that guy can get to there.
Cool. Then I will do all of those things.
30.
Cool, so that's 19 damage total as he pops up onto the...
Crossbow hand 18 definitely hits. Okay, so he takes that damage and then that damage. Describe the kill.
Okay, just as he pokes his head up,
Yeah, they're not swimming. They're in like full depth water, but they're walking through it. So he like steps up like he's the Terminator with just like his head climbing up as he walks through because he doesn't need to hold his breath. He doesn't have lungs.
I think I get my
Truly
shot
terrifying.
right in his eye socket, and yeah, just plink his skull off the top of his spine.
Nice. I appreciate the effort. Right, and then we've got... I don't know if I moved that one, so I'm not going to, just in case I did already. Trying to keep track of everything gets your head in a bit of a spin, especially when you're on 3 hours sleep. And that guy definitely would have moved from there. That's too close to the edge. He's on the edge of glory. So this guy could have moved here with his turn naturally anyway. So he is going to swing with a short sword. And gets a nat 20. He's going to swing at Isabel. And even with a nat 20, only causes 4 damage, which gets halved because you're in rage. This guy is going to get close up to Ruby. Then realizes that he can't do it with... he can't get to you with a normal movement, so instead he's going to use his bow to try and hit you from range. And he misses.
Okay. Damn it, I wanted to do a thing. That's fine.
I heard that, yeah.
Yeah, I'm never going to be able to use my deflect missiles. Because the first time someone shoots at me with a bow and they miss.
I know, right? That's the end of all of the Skelly Boys. They've done what movement they can, and they're still trying to close in on you all. We've now got Briar's turn. Briar can move this spiritual weapon 20 feet, and that gets it to there. It will then do its attack action, which I think... Did I put it in? No, I didn't. So It will be in inventory, spiritual weapon output. Attack roll, that's 14. And the spiritual weapon is, what does it count as? I want to know whether it's like what damage it is, what damage type it is.
I think you get to pick depending on what you pick to hit with.
I think spiritual weapon.
Or it's range.
It's force damage. It's force damage.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it specifies force. So force damage. Rolls a 14, definitely hits. We're going to get 8 damage out of that, and that is going to hit this thing. Ruby, give me a give me a wisdom saving throw. A dirty 20 means that you would not be tricked by the attack into distracting you so much that you would look away from the attack that comes in against Isabel first. You see that the spiritual weapon, as it hits with its force damage, has not made any noticeable increase in damage to what it would have normally done.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. So it is now. So that was Briar's spiritual weapon. That was just a bonus action to move it. Let's see what Briar can do as a spell. Or what have we got as a weapon? We've got a Warhammer. Okay, Briar has got 30 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Briar is going to close in. We're going to remember to move this now or I'll forget later. I don't remember what this one is. What the fuck is that one? Don't remember
That was
what that
me
one is.
mistakenly placing a polka dot.
Oh, yeah, that's why it says 0 feet then. Okay, yeah, a 0 foot marker really helps. No shade, no shade, all love.
I was on the wrong thing and I was just like, oh fuck.
Briar is going to swing with a Warhammer, hits with a 17, and completely smashes this thing to dust. Briar is going to do her own perception check because she would also be trained in martial abilities, and gets a 27. That is a nat 20 on a perception check. So Briar, adding to what I think Ruby, I don't know whether you would have mentioned this out loud. Have you said it so far that you're paying attention to this?
I think unfortunately all I'd said was to Isabel to punch it in the face, and I
Okay.
don't think it was very descriptive that I meant don't use spells.
I think that Briar sees, like, hears that, puts 2 and 2 together, and realizes with this perception check with the Warhammer, oh, these things are vulnerable to bludgeoning damage. They're dry bones. Hit them with bludgeoning damage, and they will shatter. That thing should
Ruby
not have
then-
turned to dust that quick.
Ruby responds with, punch it in the face!
Nice.
As 2 skeletons stare her down.
So that is Briar's turn. Bonus action, movement, and action. Briar then ends turn inside of the aura. There's only 2 points that it could possibly be higher than what it already is, but we're going to try anyway. And it does not go any higher on the temp HP. That means that it's now Aldrin's turn. Aldrin, you've just heard smashy smashy. What do you want to do? It is hard to stab a bone, but you know what? It's actually, they don't have any immunities against it or any, like, resistances. So, in fact, it's just as easy to hit them with a stab. You just have to make sure that you actually hit the bone.
That's not all hit this. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Wait, oh, is that crossing sand though?
No, that's all on trail.
15, 20. Here. And then would a thrown dagger be bludgeoning? Probably not.
No, it would be piercing.
Yeah. Okay. can't punch it from 25 feet away.
Yeah, use enlarge reduce on your arm and get yourself a fucking long arm. to Mr.
Right.
Fantastic.
Are we watching One Piece by
And
accident?
Mr. Strict.
yeah, One Piece. I've never watched One Piece. I don't understand that reference. I'm old.
Okay,
I'm older
so
than you and I get it.
Fair enough. All right, touche.
Okay, it's a 15-foot cone from that. We're gonna just try and throw an acid splash at this guy if it'll reach.
Great stuff.
60 feet, yeah.
Yeah, that'll reach.
Hang on. Let's do a twin spell.
Nice.
I think I can do twin spell on acid splash. And
No,
hit the two
because
of them
splash
'cause
is
they're
not-
next to each other.
So splash is not.
Or-
It's not
Oh
a.
no, acid splash just does.
It has to be a
targets two
ranged
creatures
spell
anyway.
attack. Yeah, it has to be a ranged spell attack. And acid
Okay,
splash, I think.
cool.
Yeah.
But it can hit both of them anyways because it targets two creatures.
Yeah.
So damn it. Oh wait,
I need
they
to
need
roll
to do a
the.
DC 12.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Okay, the guy closest to you manages to miss because he can see that coming in time. The other guy takes it fully because the first guy had sort of just made him get a little bit disoriented with him moving around. Classic movie slapstick. So you've used action and movement. Do you want to use a bonus action? Because you could do that spell again if you wanted, the cantrip again, with your illusionist braces.
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Then we go normal. So the guy at the back gets hit by it again, and the guy at the front doesn't again. Give me damage again. The guy at the
There
back
we go.
gets completely melted by that. Melt.
Melt.
Okay. That's action, bonus action, and movement. That's the end of your turn. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next in the turn order then is going to be Ash.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Uh,
fuck up some skitty
Miles,
boy.
don't forget to roll 1d6 plus 5 for your temp HP.
I'm gonna move to right here.
Yeah, bonus action to hit them with a bow.
Oh, what just happened?
Aldrin typed it into chat instead of doing /R. There you go.
I'm gonna attack that one.
Ooh, a dirty 24 to hit. That definitely hits. Okay, it takes that damage. What else do you want to do?
Then I'm gonna do another. Oh, I'm getting to it. Guiding bolt on this one,
Great.
and it's got to be, I think, 160 feet is what it said. 120 feet.
120 cents, right?
Yeah, 120 feet.
Yeah. 18 hits. 13 damage. Exactly the HP total. Describe the kill on that one.
Oh, so because it's a radiant damage, this beam of light just like lances through it and kind of like cuts it in two, and the bones just kind of fall like when you cut a sandwich and it just like falls over,
Mm-hmm.
and the bones just scatter around.
These guys, curiously, even though they are undead, they are not vulnerable to radiant damage, believe it or not.
Well, they should be.
Well, they are not. Give me a roll for your temp HP, pretty please.
Well, D6 plus 5, right?
That's right. You are. I
Yep,
think
I'm keeping the
do you still have any movement left, or is that all of it?
Yeah,
You do.
I do.
Then do you want to move anywhere? The inside of the aura.
Yeah, I'll go
Since
right
you've
there.
already rolled that. Okay, great. Then it is now Ruby's turn. Ruby, you've got this bad boy, bony
Yo.
boy. Bad bony boy directly in front of you. Are you going to bash the bad
Yeah.
bony boy?
I'm gonna punch him in the face.
Nice. Bash the bad bony
Hopefully.
boy. That's a crit.
1,000. Yeah, I think he might die.
I think so too. Again. Only
I crit.
4. Only 4. You know, this guy's got
Wow.
5 HP, but because it's bludgeoning damage, your damage doubles to 8, and it crushes
Thank
him.
Christ. Thank
I
God.
think you
Best,
know.
I thanked the dragon.
I think deep down, as a martial artist, Ruby knows that there's some fights that you don't need to put all of your effort in because you want to hold back and
No.
keep energy for later. So you just bonk it in the face, like just clatter it through the face,
Yeah,
and your fist goes straight through the skull.
through the face.
Yeah, because it's like even a little love tap in the skull face doesn't make any
Mm.
difference. It's still gonna crush this dude. And yeah,
Until you made it
punch
so
straight through
explicit it was bludgeoning damage, I was very tempted to just be Ruby pokes it to
it.
see what happens.
Is it ranged or magic? Oh, I don't know. It's just bludgeoning.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that was
Alright.
my action for the turn.
You've
And
got
everything's
movement
so
and
far
bonus
away.
action.
Yeah, I'm just
And
going to
you've
do my
got-
40 feet of movement here. Just.
So this is a wall. This is a wall here.
Oh.
So the wall
okay.
ends
That's
here.
a raised wall.
So this is an open area that's no door.
Okay. So. 15 feet, I guess?
You can walk over these. They're just dust at the moment.
Oh, okay. So then. Trying to get this.
At this point, they're objects.
15.
They're not even people.
Okay. I'll just do that. So that was 15, I think, actually. And then.
That's 5, 10, 15, 20. Because you were on this, and then you went 1, 2, 3, 4 to get to where you are.
We'll go
This
20
also
inside
counts as
then.
trail. This is not difficult terrain.
Yeah, I figured it might, which is why I'm walking through it.
So that's 5, 10,
think-
15, 20, 25. So you've gone 45 feet.
Oh, sorry.
Also, yeah, this is all raised wall all the way around you.
Pardon?
All of this is wall. This is, for whatever reason, it won't mark it as being a proper wall. Let me just change
There's
it.
an exit through the other side, though, isn't there?
No, there's not. No.
Oh, I misread that on the map. Do you mind if I walk that back?
Sure.
I genuinely thought I could just walk through. That's my issue. Otherwise, I wouldn't have walked in the first place. Oh, for goodness sake, hang on. I can't do that because there's a wall. Ugh. Right. So that's not trail.
That's annoying.
So that's 10 feet, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be leaving the trail,
there we go.
so it will be doubled. So I can get there because that's 10 feet. So that'll be 20 in total. So that's 30 feet. Then I can just stand on this guy. That's my 40 feet of movement off.
Let me just check, make sure that you can actually see this properly now. No, why is it not working?
Okay.
I'm
I'll
trying
leave
to
you
fix
to
the
fiddle.
walls.
I'm going to just do a cheeky.
Oh, there it is.
Thank you. It's
There
now
you go.
giving me loads of shadows, so I
Yeah,
register that. That's my movement. Do I want a bonus action? You know what? I'm not gonna. I will. One
You
key
were
point
there.
step of the wind.
So 5, 10, 15, 25, 30, 35, 40. So you would have got to here.
Oh, okay. I didn't count correctly then, apparently.
Because it's double movement to go through the sandy bits.
I did. I had thought I'd counted double.
Well, you were far away from this guy, and then you walked up to him, weren't you? Or was
Oh,
that? But
yes,
that
I
was
did.
the.
Thank
yeah.
you. No,
Yeah.
you're right. I had forgotten that. So
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. If you've not seen, I've step of the wind, bonus action, dash. That's my
cool.
turn.
No problem.
Well, you've already said it's bludgeoning damage, so
Mm-hmm.
Ruby's just going to reiterate, punch them in the face. It is the best attack. And then just run away.
All right. You say as you're like brushing bone brittle off your hand wraps. Okay, it is now Isabel's turn.
Alright, would I assume that this terrain is normal terrain? once
This
I get
is a
there?
regular track, but you've got to walk through mud to get there.
Okay, I've only
So
got
you're
one
going to
step
go
through.
5, 10, 15, 20 to get to here. Then it's normal terrain.
Did you say I've got 20 feet left?
Yeah.
10, 5. I'm
Yep,
gonna
that
go
would be it.
here. I'm allowed to hold. Can I hold my action for anyone who any skeletons who approach me? I just give them a big old punch.
Yeah, so you can ready an action. It takes your action and your reaction to do it, but you can do that exactly.
Because I can't get any closer to him. I don't think my spear
Yeah.
is going to do much.
That's what Victor did. That you
Yeah.
just have to specify the trigger to what actually and what you're gonna do. So what's the trigger and what's the response?
I'm going to treat it like reaction. Like when they come into my radius of my fist, I'm going to use my fist because Ruby just shouted it. Thank you, Ruby.
Nice.
And give it a good old punch in the noggin with reckless attack if I can.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay, and
First melee attack on your turn. I mean, the thing is that attack action. Yeah. Well, yeah, you can use reckless attack. I'm not going to stop you from doing it as a
a question: Is
Yes.
shouting, speaking, or anything a free action?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it just make a roaring noise as I'm enraged, just to get their attention.
Okay.
Okay, that's not me. Okay. I think I can do that, and I'll also roll for the. I think I'm still in the spear thing, right?
Yes, you are. Roll to see if it goes any higher. 1d6 plus 5. Okay, well, because you're holding your action, I'm not going to
Never mind.
take the rage off you until that gets resolved.
Okay.
So if one of them comes to you and attacks you, then all good. If not, then your rage ends and you have to just re-up it next time.
Okay.
So that was Isabel's turn. It's now Victor's turn.
Okay.
Are we still using this line, or are we getting rid of that now?
Which line? Oh, no, I think having seen everybody move,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get up to the door.
Yeah.
And I don't want to leave, Leopold, so I'm gonna get,
Okay.
because I haven't seen anything come past me, I'm gonna get into the room and to a vantage point so I can see anything approaching.
Okie dokie.
'Cause I
So
wanna
that
basically
was
protect him.
5, 10, 15 to get to the door. 20, 25, 30 is here.
Oh, that's fine.
And you're still lying down?
No. I just I'm not sure how to re-rotate on my tablet. I don't know what I pressed to do it.
Okay.
Okay.
Victor is being an excellent friend. You're right.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, okay. And then I'm gonna probably move to this window.
What, bonus action dash?
So I would probably have to dash. Yeah.
You would to do that, yeah.
Cool.
Well, you can see this guy clearly, or you can see this guy in half cover. So the guy further back would have a higher AC and would be at disadvantage. This guy would just be at disadvantage, but without that.
I'd just shoot at the closest guy, I think.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna, because you stealthed so well last time and you've not really poked out anywhere, I'm gonna give him a perception check to see whether he would see you.
Okay.
And he rolled a 12, so no, not against a 29.
Cool.
So give me your disadvantaged crossbow. But then if you hit, then you will hit. Oh, no, unfortunately that misses. His crossbow is... Oh, wait, it's 30 feet. What distance is he from you? 30 feet! 30 feet! Okay. So what was the two rolls? That was a 12 and a 2. The 12... No, you got 12 and a 2 on that roll. So you would have hit. So give me damage.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking 20 feet, but it's not. It's 30.
That's low.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's got half of his health left.
It's 30. So I'm going
But
to...
because you're in hiding, you can do sneak attack.
Yep. Cool. That is that.
He is down to 1 HP. He's like
how-
super rickety, like his arms are like jangling off and his legs are wobbling, his knees are shaking, everything's
Okay,
sort
so
of
I'm gonna
rickety.
use Wales from the Grave.
Mm-hmm.
Although I, as myself suspect that maybe it won't do anything, but I would still use it anyway. Wait. Target second creature within 30 feet in the. Okay, so.
Mm-hmm.
That's not working. Oh, it's there. Damage. So the guy 30 feet away takes.
Which one? The guy behind the wall here or the guy over on the right?
To the back and to the right.
Back and to the right? Okay.
Mm.
He takes 6 damage.
And the original one will also take 2d6, but it's necrotic if that makes a difference.
You know what? Unfortunately, they're not immune to necrotic damage, no.
Okay. I thought they might be, but
They're not.
but
No.
But he wouldn't know, so.
Yeah, I'll tell you the full things once we finish with it. I'll explain
Yeah, that's cool.
afterwards.
That's cool.
So I think by that point you will have examined and experienced enough to
Yeah.
know about skeletons then.
Yeah, so this guy takes a little damage, but then the guy who I hit originally takes another 4 damage necrotic.
Yes,
As,
that was that was enough to destroy him. Describe the kill for him.
Small kind of like spirit,
Mm-hmm.
like small kind of wisps of spirits kind of start to pull at the joints in his skeleton and kind of disassemble him as he slowly kind of crumbles as he steps towards me.
Wow. Yeah. Crumbling apart like I forget what the movie is. Like when what's his name in Terminator 2, the T-1000 as it like shatters apart as it steps forward. This thing just gets completely crumbled as it steps forward into nothing.
I've got like Ray Harryhausen in my head.
100%. Okay, so that's the end of your turn.
I believe so. Yeah.
All right then. Let's see what skeletons are even left on the field. You've killed all but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them.
I might just use the last bit of my movement from my dash to just take cover a little.
Mm-hmm.
Just like tuck in behind the window. Sorry.
Okay. So 5, 10. So that would be 20, 30. And then we're on to regular terrain. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20. So, Isabel, you could take an attack on that guy.
I will do so. Where is it?
Okay, so that was 30 to get to there, and then it's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. This guy comes up as well, but he's used a dash to get there. This guy is going to stay where he is up here. In fact, he'll move over this way instead. And he's going to fire his arrow at... guess who? Ruby. Your unarmed strike does hit. Please cause damage. The skeleton goes to fire Isabel. The skeleton fires the arrow... No, I'm talking to both of you. The skeleton goes to fire its bow at Ruby and unfortunately misses. You don't get to use your thingy bob.
No, it's fun.
And the damage does double damage, and this guy crumbles to dust. Please describe the kill for me, Isabel.
For a minute, I thought he just turns to dust on his own. I was like, oh, and that was easy.
Nice. All of you are walking away with this, by the way. I don't think a single one of you have taken any damage from these skeletons.
I don't suppose I could do two attacks, or was actually pushing it?
You can't do an extra attack as a reaction. No, it's a single attack, unfortunately.
Dang it.
Okay, so that one fired. These need to move, so that's... yeah, this guy will go here. He wants to fire his short bow as well. And it is 8320, so he gets to roll it at Ruby normal. 21 should hit. Do whatever shenanigans you want to do.
So it's deflect missiles. So I can use
Yeah.
my reaction to deflect or catch the missile. It basically reduces the damage by 1d10 plus 3 plus 4. And if the damage is 0 and I have a free hand, I can spend a key point to do the attack back.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both reactions, so I'd need you to roll damage first, basically.
8.
Deflect missiles. Damage.
You'll get minimum. Minimum will easily do it because
Yeah.
you'd have to roll a 1 on the d10 only.
Yeah.
And that's minimum. So yes, you catch the
Yeah.
thing and you can do the damage back.
So I caught it, and then I have to attack first.
Mm-hmm. And
So
that one.
never mind. Fucking hell.
So you catch a really fucking old
Stick it in your own
arrow.
arm.
And you just drop it. It fucking.
I
In
go
fact,
to throw
yeah,
it and just throw it in my own foot.
I think that you actually would, to be honest. And that one attack
Are you gonna
roll.
give me?
And that one attack
You're
roll.
gonna make me take 1 HP damage on
I
it.
am, yeah. And that one attack roll does
Sake.
cause damage to the person doing the attack in my games. Yeah. That one attack roll definitely hurts you, not them. You. It's the first time that you're doing
damage,
it.
and it's me.
It's the first time that you're doing it. You've taken damage, and the only person that caused that damage to you was you. As you go to swiftly turn around and throw it, and unfortunately, it sticks in your forearm as you do that.
Put
and
it
you're
this
like,
way.
Ow.
Put it this way. Put it this way. I used 1 key point to reduce the damage by 7.
Nice.
Just because I did the damage doesn't mean I didn't reduce it by 7.
Okay, great. Love that.
Oh dear.
You're also going to get the other one fire an arrow at you.
Yes, I get to do the same.
Do you get to do multiple in the same reaction, or does it cost a reaction to use deflect missiles?
Oh, it says 1 reaction.
Then you've already used your reaction. You can't do it again.
Oh, sugar. Fuck.
This guy goes to do it at you and beats your AC, so he can. He is going to roll damage, which is 4 damage.
Okay.
So he fires at you. You take that damage. The other guys have already done their attacks. And we've left with 4 skeletons still undead on the field. Undead question mark? Leopold is still inside and is still just sort of sitting there, not doing anything. Briar's turn. Briar can't move the spiritual weapon full 20 feet, but is going to try anyway just to see if it's possible to get close. And Briar will move into the dirt to get towards this guy. So that would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to here. That's not going to leave Briar with much option to do beyond that, apart from just spells. So we will go for a spell. What can we do with these? Range is that. Okay. Briar is going to use Healing Word on Ruby. Since Briar can't make it all the way to attack this guy and can't use the spiritual weapon to get that far either, she will use Healing Word and will heal Ruby for 7.
That's nice.
Briar also ends her turn inside of her own aura, so she gets to roll again, see if it goes higher, and it doesn't. So it is now on to Aldrin's turn. Aldrin, you're surrounded by bone dust. What do you want to do?
Alright.
You can, at the moment, from your angle, you can just about see the 4th guy, so you can see all 4 of them. You see that there's 1 next to Isabel, and then there's 3 up here to the north that are closing in on Ruby fast.
Yes. So we're gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, and now going forward along.
It costs 10 each
here.
time. Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. 1, 2,
Yeah, so that's your full
and
movement.
I think that's my full move.
It is.
I want to double check. So from me, 50, 60.
One of them's 55 and the
Okay.
other one's 65.
Let me pull this back up. Let's go. Oh, so apparently I used Nether's magic earlier, or Mystic earlier, but, didn't actually use it. I just activated it and it, never deactivated. Yep.
What's that? Which one?
I got the
Nether's Mischief.
concentration again because, like, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm
There you go.
trying to launch it now.
I've
But
broken
won't
it for
let
you. I've broken
Thank
it for you.
Let's do this. Wait, wait.
A 20-foot
This-
cube within 60 feet of you.
Yeah. So does that count?
I think we can argue that you could put the corner of the cube within 60 feet and just have it extend out. I'm okay with that.
Cool.
If anything, it'll just move this along a bit quicker, innit? Alright, so you've used that to cover them up with. What does Nether's Mischief do?
So it does 1d4, or rather, I need to roll a d4 and find out the effect. 'Cause- okay, so it's got a 1. So the smell of apple pie fills the air, and each creature in the cube must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be charmed by you until your next turn. Until the start of your next turn.
Okay. So wisdom saving throw.
Pie.
What's your spell save DC?
Where do I find that?
It'll be in spells at the top.
Spells at the top. Spells DC is 12.
Both of them fail.
They're both
So they have the
trying
smell of
to
apple pie in the air.
Yes.
Okay. So these two skeletons who don't have noses or olfactory senses to be able to in any way sense that there is a pie near them are too dumb to realize that and still get the illusory sensation by magic that there is in fact an apple pie near them. So they are now charmed.
Yep.
Okay.
And then let's see. And Misty Step would be able to go a full distance, correct? Even despite
Yeah,
difficult terrain.
because it's a teleport, so you're not walking through the terrain.
Okay. So we're gonna bonus action a Misty Step,
All right.
and so that's
To be fair,
And-
I would also be, in response to that beat, I would be charmed by the presence of an apple pie right now.
it. So 5, 10. Wait, how far does he go?
So it'd be go there, 30 feet. A Misty Step is 30.
30.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's right there.
Neat.
For anyone who's not aware, I'm going to read out the exact wording of Charmed for you. A charmed creature can't attack the charmer or target the charmer with harmful abilities or magical effects. The charmer has advantage on any ability check to interact socially with the creature. So that's persuasion, insight, or like intimidation or deception.
Wait, so Aldrin's gonna shout over to these apple-pied
Yeah.
skeletons and call out to them and be like, "Can you hit your hands together once if yes and twice if no? Did we do something wrong?"
They look towards each other. Give me a roll for that. Give me a persuasion roll with advantage, because you get the advantage with it.
Ready? Persuasion advantage.
A 16.
Ew.
They're going to roll insight. They're going to roll it flat, because, you know, although they are charmed, you're the one with the advantage. They don't get disadvantage. Okay, and what was the question again? What do they have to say yes or no to?
Did we do something wrong?
But what's the... like, is it 1 for yes, 2 for no?
1 for yes, 2 for no.
Okay. They both sort of look towards each other slowly, look towards you, sort of shrug, and go clack clack.
Okay, so we didn't do anything wrong.
Clack clack.
No? Would you stop, please?
They look towards you and sort of like shrug in an innocent way, but then they look towards Ruby and go clack clack.
Oh. Huh. Not smart to attack one.
I think that's the end of the amount of time you could do in that turn to talk with people. That is the end of your turn then. You've used the bonus action, you've used your action and your movement. It's now Ash's turn.
All right, well, I don't know what all that was about because I wasn't paying attention.
At least
So
you're
I'm gonna
honest.
fly over here. And
Yeah.
I'm going to smack this guy with my quarterstaff.
Oh, lovely. So you're at ground level?
Well, I was only hovering. I wasn't like flying up
Right,
like
okay,
any
fair enough.
distance.
It's only because the aura isn't a cylinder, it's a sphere. So it's like, it does affect whether you're going to get it by how high you are, that's all. Okay, a 15 definitely hits. Give me damage, please. 6 damage, which is doubled, but still only leaves him with 1 HP left. These guys are unlucky. They have 13 HP and 13 AC.
Okay, hold on, because that was just an action.
You could do an offhand attack with a punch. Unhanded, unarmed strike.
Yes, I'm going to punch him with my bird hands.
Do it.
I am.
Well, then do it.
I did. And I didn't do it.
An 11? No, it doesn't.
Okay, well, I'm just going to stay right here. Let me roll that.
Yeah, soft punches. It's the birdie fists. It's the you've got too much feathering. Your plumage is a nice cushion.
It's too cushiony.
It is too cushiony. You're too soft. You're too soft at heart.
That's why I go archer for him, and I probably should get a bow.
Yeah. Go bow or
Right.
go home.
I'm ending my turn now.
All right, then. It's now Ruby's turn. Ruby, these two apple pie snorting bone munchers, they're getting all rude and in your face. What are you going to do?
They are. Yeah, they are. The issue is I kind of want to do something on their action, but I think because of the movement thing, and I don't really want to have to. Well, this guy's in 20 feet. That's half of 40, so that's movable. We'll do that. So we'll just wander over to this dude. I know. I'm trying to do cool things, not just keep punching things in the face. But here I am. I'm gonna punch this guy.
After you just stabbed yourself in the arm with an arrow, yeah, he's probably you need to regain some cool points. That definitely hits. That definitely hits.
Here's a compensation.
With a maximum damage dealt on an unarmed strike, you sunder this thing into dust in front of you.
I'm just going to be trying out different strikes. I'm just going to like use this as an excuse to just practice different stuff.
Yeah, axe kick,
like,
turning kick.
Yeah,
fucking open palm strike to the chin.
Right?
Fucking love it.
See, exactly. I'm just going to be like, let's just practice. See, all my bonus actions are very few and far between and are way less fun than what I'd really like to do. But that's fine, you know. I'm just going to chill in this particular location. I'm going to feel a little bit slighted by these skeletons. So I'm going to telepathically... Oh, can I? Hang on. I'll telepathically communicate to the... to this one in particular, because I've decided he's a bastard. And I'm just going to be like... Going to go... I don't know. I'm going to just telepathically say, if you've got a problem with me, then come fucking get me. And then that's my whole turn.
They both turn. Well, that guy turns his head towards you and nods, and
Mm.
then clacks his teeth like he's laughing.
Oh, that's pissed off Ruby. She'll wait her turn.
All right.
Come at me.
He will wait his. It's now Isabel's turn, and then
Right,
Victor.
well, I'm still raged, right?
You are.
I'm gonna punch this guy.
Do
as
it.
you do.
As one does when you see a skeleton. It's a big problem with radiographers. All right, crit. Give me a crit damage. Anybody who gets that joke, by the way, you're my people. All right. You do 14 damage to something that only had 1 HP. This definitely cannot be revived now because you've just done its max damage and then some.
I've just followed it to the ground as I was punching it, and I'm just going.
Yeah, this is the first time that anybody here has truly seen Isabel enraged. Like, you've been raged before, but there's like a like a calm focus to it, like a martial artist. What you've done just now is just fully let the animal out and smack a bitch up, and you did a crit without even going reckless. Now you've still got movement, and you've still got another attack if you want to take it with your extra attack, but you would need to be in range. In range,
Okay.
not in rage. So the trail ends here, so you can do that with normal movement, and then it's 10:30, so 20:30. So you are at 30 distance there.
So I could do
You
one
can
more.
take, yeah, you could take another 1 square, and then you've got javelins if you wanted to use that as your extra attack.
All right, I will javel the closest one.
I love that as a verb, javel. That's a
I
great
will
verb.
javel.
I'm gonna javel you so hard, you bony son of a bitch. I fucking love that Isabel's like so
Another
learned
crit.
that you start making up fucking words. That's 24 to hit, definitely hits. Give me damage.
Just a normal one. 10.
Oh, this guy gets his fucking jaw taken off. As he's laughing at Ruby, you throw your javelin. It looks like it's gonna go straight through his laughing mouth. But then his jaw just drops at just the right time, and your javelin completely smashes it to bits as it gets taken off and continues flying, impaled on the javelin. That'll be a nice little souvenir if you pick that javelin up later. But Ruby, it seems like you protecting Isabel has come back to pay back in dividends, as Isabel is now stopping this guy from laughing in your face.
Nobody
Okay.
laughs at my
Ruby
friend.
feels
That
Ruby
is your...
is just like, yes. Ruby's having a great day.
This is great. Well, then you've got bonus action. Do you want to do anything with that, or could you not?
I cannot. Unfortunately, rage is my only bonus action.
I love that for you. Well, then, in that case, you are sorted. Well, what is your... Hang on. Oh, okay. Well, you've got a totem spirit that nobody's been using.
Oh.
So you have a feature as part of being a primal path barbarian that you have a totem spirit of the wolf, which basically means that any person in your party who is attacking somebody with a melee attack against any creature within 5 feet of you that's hostile to you gets advantage on the attack roll.
So Ash
So
can
if you're
kill-
flanking somebody and someone is flanking the same creature, then they will get advantage on every melee attack roll that they do against it. So basically, if people group around you and start punching things near you, then you will be making things a lot harder for the enemies.
Hey, Isabel, let's team up down the line, yeah?
I thought that
And
might
let's take
happen.
Victor with us let's take Victor with us to give him an extra attack. Cool? Cool.
Yeah, get your sneak attack. Get sneak attack automatically. That would be amazing for
I
Victor.
don't think Isabel's really much in the conversation mood. All I can
This
do
is
is
fair.
rage.
This
down.
is fair.
Oh, that was his B. That was not his Ruby.
Yeah. But
Okay,
also,
well,
I think if Ruby did say it and Isabel growled back, I think that would probably just spur Ruby on even more. Like, yeah, get
Ruby
into
would
it,
be like,
yeah, fucking yeah.
Our own little tabaxi rage.
Yeah, man. You just like start hissing at them. Okay,
It's
then
the
it's
party
now
of the cat
Victor's
and the wolf.
turn. Victor, you can't really see many of the creatures, bar.
No.
No, you can't actually see the enemies unless you move.
No, that's okay. I think having seen that the coast is clear, perhaps, and that everybody is moving over to where I believe the rest of the party are.
Yeah.
I'm gonna kind of nod to Leopold and are you okay here?
Yes, I'm fine.
Okay, okay. Is he armed?
No.
Okay, I throw him a dagger. But like slide it across the floor, not like at him.
Thank you for explaining that, or I was going to
Yes.
make you do an attack roll.
No. I like slide
He
him
is
a dagger
not.
across the
Yeah,
floor.
he is not an adept martial artist. He will not be able
No.
to catch it normally.
Just in case. It's all I have.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna just book it like through the window, if I may.
Yeah, this is a ruined house. I'm not going to make you attack the window. It's fine.
Yeah, I assume there's minimal kind of
Rotting
things
wood.
in the window. Yeah.
Yeah, derelict house
so-
with rotting wood in an uncared for area. I think you can do that.
Where does? So I believe 30 would get me to like here. Oh, it won't let me. Because it's through a wall. So if I can get to, I believe here.
Mm-hmm.
Is it not gonna ping?
With a dash, is that?
That was just my normal movement, I believe.
5, 15, 25. 25 would get you to here because you're
okay.
still on.
That's
You're
a
still
lot
on
more.
difficult terrain on this sand.
Oh, okay. I thought
Yeah,
that bit was
it's
the
sand
clear
and
path.
mud.
Great.
It's sand and mud.
No, that's fine. It's fine. And then I will use my action. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'll use my action to go here,
Okay.
which I assume is then onto path.
Yes, it is now.
Okay, and then I will use my bonus action to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is still trail here.
Yeah, and then the last
I'd say
one
you'd be
will
able to
kind
get
of
to here
come
anyway.
Yeah, come to like a skidding halt.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I can kind of, and I'm gonna look around and take stock of where my friends are.
Okie dokie. Then what you see is that there are only 2 skeletons left still standing. And they are both sort of enamored with floating apple pies that drift around their heads.
And I see these buildings over here. Does this building look like anything like important, if that makes sense?
Give me a history check. See if you can understand what the
I'm trying
sort
to
of
kind
structure of the building looks like.
Yeah, see what the vibe of the buildings is, like whether there are.
So, from these buildings, you can tell that this one over here that you were all in before was like a converted schoolhouse. It used to be a schoolhouse and is now became a small home. The people bought it, like, would have bought it a long time ago. It's a typical sort of, when you're up in the mountains and you can't really get supplies up to places, you tend to just buy the old buildings that aren't in use anymore. And no one really came up to the mountains when it's a desert area to do school anyway. So someone just bought it, turned it into a house, and then something happened, and they're not here anymore. What you also see is that as part of this schoolhouse, there were also 2 other buildings that would have been here too. One of them to the northwest here, this building is a chapel. It's a chapel with pews and with like an altar at the front. And then over here, this one is a burial chamber. This is sort of like the place that you would do ancient rites to bid off the dead. And of course, what happens with a chapel and a burial area? You probably bury bodies in the dirt at some point.
Yes.
Which might explain a little bit, but I will leave you to fill in blanks. That is Victor's turn. It is now the skeletons' turns. This guy is going to see... He can't get to your... He can't get to within martial range of you, but he is going to get to here, and this guy's going to get to here, and they're both going to fire off short bows at you. Because you just goaded them.
Yee.
That's an 18 and a 6. So
Okay, so I guess for the 18, I'll do the deflect
okay,
missiles, which is
that
not a
was
key
this
point; it's the
guy.
reation.
Yeah,
Which
that
one?
was that. That
The
was
back.
this
Okay,
guy.
cool.
Is the
Him.
18.
Yep.
The one that's really badly damaged gets the 6, just because he's not got his. You know,
Mhm.
all of his bones are not where they're supposed to be. So the first one does 4 damage. So you will hit that.
Well, it's
You'll catch that
automatically a
minimum anyway.
0. I'm not going to use
So-
my key points back. I'm just going to catch it and crush it in my hand because it's brittle and all.
All right. Give me an insight check.
Oh, inside her. Oh, that was a nat 20.
It was a nat
Okay.
20. And with a nat 20 against this guy's 12, you can tell that the guy that was laughing at you before and now has no jaw looks incredibly soul-crushed. Like, for fuck's sake, why can't we even fucking do this right?
Don't make me now feel sad for
There we
them.
go. That is both of their turns. They have closed in on you, tried to attack, and they can't do anything about it. Leopold is going to still just sit down and not do anything. Briar, I don't think that Briar really needs to do much. I think that Briar is just going to stand and watch because this is sort of other people's turns at this point. I think Ruby has probably got this all done up in a bow. And Briar would probably not want to waste spell slots, knowing that you're still in a chase sequence. So, just in case, we'll send the spiritual weapon 20 feet out, so that if needed, it can close some distance. And Briar will move as well, just to get 15 to there, and then 25 to there. And then that's going to move the aura with. So that if something does go down, Briar can come and help. But for the time being, not going to throw any spells out and waste spell slots. I think that's probably what Katie would want. Again, Katie is just off sick. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so that's Briar's turn. It's Aldrin's turn. Aldrin, you've got 2 Skelly Boys left.
Okay. Alright. Sorry, I've been trying to read.
Oh, got a nice book out.
Okay. So we got 40, 10, 20, 30, 40. And then we do color spray. Oh, how do I rotate this?
Scroll wheel.
Uh-huh. Thank you. Like. How does this function? I think it just hits them.
Okay, and what does color spray do?
So a dazzling array of flashing colored light springs from your hand. Roll 6d10. The total is how many hit points of creatures this spell can affect. Creatures in a 15-foot cone originating from you are affected in ascending order of their current hit points, ignoring unconscious creatures and creatures that can't see. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by this spell is blinded until the end of your next turn. Subtract each creature's hit points from the next lowest hit points. The creature's hit points...
It will probably hit both of them anyway, but that's just telling you the mechanics of how it ascends in order.
Yeah.
So if you roll for me that roll, 30 will get both of them. Because there's still only 2 of them anyway.
Alright.
So they're both blinded.
And then... Can I do acid splash with the bracers, or
It would need to be the
is
same
that
cantrip
only to
again.
duplicate?
It duplicates. It duplicates an
thank you.
action cantrip into a bonus action cantrip, so that you can do both
okay.
of the same one, so long as the first one is the action that you cast.
Okay. Gotcha. Thank
No
you.
problem. Yeah, this is why I was like, well, it's very situational. I don't know if you'd ever really want it, but it's very good for acid splash. So that's why I was like, maybe you might want it, because then you can hit 4 people. Okay. Or 2 people twice. Then if that's Aldrin's turn, then it's now Ash.
Oh, it's my turn again?
Yeah. Yeah. There's only 2 Skelly Boys left, and they're over here in front of Aldrin.
All right. So 30 feet. I should be able to. Yeah, I
Yeah.
should be able to hit these guys. Hold on. Let me double check on a thing I have.
Oh, sure. Is that your DoorDash order?
I'm gonna use my thorn whip
Oh, yeah.
to grab this guy and bring him closer.
Nice. Do it. A 10 does not hit.
Oh man. Okay.
It wraps around one of his ribs and just pulls the rib off, and he sort of like looks down, like shrugs, and he sort of shrugs and looks at you like
Trophy.
it almost looks like the way that he sort of like drops his head a little bit. It almost looks like he's trying to frown at you, but without eyebrows. So it's just like,
Well,
what the fuck, man? Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, what?
As this happens, Ruby turns to Aldrin and goes, "Ash got a spare rib."
All right, fine. I'm just gonna do guiding bolt then.
Have you got a friend called Eve?
Same one.
Go for it.
Wow.
Wait, hang on. Guiding bolt's an action. You already used an action with Thorn Whip.
No, it's my innate spellcasting. The one I used.
Innate spellcasting means that you don't use a spell slot. It's still an action.
Well, crap. I don't do anything. Then give me that back.
I'll give it you back. Here, I'll put it in
Give
a
me
little
my guiding
box
bolt back.
for you. Yeah, here you go. I caught the guiding bolt as the omnipotent god of this universe. I caught the guiding bolt and I place it back into your hand, and it looks like a nice little cherry. You may do whatever you wish with this cherry.
I like cherries. Cherries are delicious.
All right then. You can eat it, but it's a cherry gift from a god, so you know.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
ooh.
reapply that.
A little bit more temp HP. In that case, it is now Ruby's turn. Ruby, you've
Ruby
just been
is going
shot
to
at.
go. I know it's very rude, so she's going to go up to these skeletons, stand in between them.
I like that.
She's going to do something very, very new and potentially prompt a conversation, which probably won't happen tonight. Haha! She's going to use Sword Burst.
Nice.
So I create a circle of spectral blades that sweep around me. All other creatures within 5 feet must succeed on a dex saving throw or take force damage. So let's hope this works. Yeah, it doesn't get older, and that was key.
So dex saving throw.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, for pity's sake, never mind.
They both fail. They both fail.
Yeah.
Do you get any kind of advantage for them being blinded?
I don't think that you... Do you get advantage against a blinded foe? I think that they get disadvantage against you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, no, yeah, it does. Attack rolls against the creature have advantage. And the creature's attack rolls have disadvantage. However, this is not an attack roll. This is a saving throw. So if Ruby had punched or whatever, then yes, you would have advantage, but it doesn't affect that. Okay.
So it's 1d6 force damage. It doesn't seem to let me roll the 1d6, so I'll do /R.
It gave 2d6 on the thing.
Where?
In the chat, it says
Oh, sorry,
sword
I
burst damage
accidentally
roll
rolled that.
2d6.
Yeah, sorry, so it's 7 each. My bad. 7 then. 7 damage
Alright.
to...
Yeah, that's what I assumed. Then the guy that was laughing at you before is dust. He's been
I think,
cut into chunks.
Just
Sorry.
FYI, it should not be giving me 2d6 because I'm not a level 5 warlock. I'm level 5 overall. I think that's why
Oh,
it's
so
doing
it's
that.
done it wrong. So is it 1d6?
It's 1d6.
Okay, then
So slash R 1d6.
he actually had
5.
3 health left before, so he's now on 1 HP. He's not been
Oh.
fully defeated.
God damn it. That's sad.
Because, yeah, I can click on what you rolled before and see what the 2 dice were.
Yeah,
So
and
I
I
can
know
see it
you
was a
took
2
the
and a
lower
5.
one, didn't you?
It was a 2 and a 5. I do them in order. Arsehole. First one was a 2, second one was a 5. All right, I'm flipping you off to my camera right now. You son of a bitch. Yeah, well, fuck off. Right, well, you can use that next time you actually use that fucking ability. Well, everybody, think outside the box, do it out of order. Shut the fuck up, Tats. Everyone, Aldrin in particular, but everybody sees glowing swords just whip around and slash into both of these guys, cutting chunks and chunks off of femur, off of fibula. Whole ulnars are being thrown around. Jaws have come off already. Ribs are starting to be whipped away by birdie boys. These skelly boys are not looking great. So that was
Well then,
movement
That's new.
and action. You've got a bonus action.
Yeah, I don't really want to waste a key point to disengage. This is very early in the morning.
Okay then.
No, because it's technically it's dodging both of them. So I feel
Yeah.
like I can't just dodge one or disengage with one, can I?
You use the disengage action, it disengages from everybody.
Oh,
You're not picking a specific person to run away from, you're just doing it well
Yeah,
enough that
stop
you're
it.
able to get away. Like doing a backflip
You know what?
that looks sick enough that you can dodge attacks would work on everybody around you.
yeah. Ruby's just I'm just gonna leave it and just pass my turn.
Okay. Alright then.
Yeah.
Isabel's turn.
Okay, I'm on difficult terrain, and I'm guessing my enrage is gone because I wasn't attacked.
True. But you did attack somebody in the last turn. So it's at the end of this turn that it matters. Because you threw the
Okay.
javelin, remember, that took the jaw off.
I
So
think
there
I
you go.
could
You
do
get
that.
to there. That's your. That's.
Okay,
You've got
I've
another
got 4
5 feet. You've got another 5 feet if you want to take it, because you've got
Okay.
40 foot of movement. Remember.
Okay, and since I've got 4 javelins, I only chucked one of them, so let's chuck another one at the nearest one.
Nice. I love it. You have also seen
Oh,
that
dang
one
it.
misses. That misses, but you did take the attack action on your turn, so that still counts as keeping your rage open.
And I can do it again, can't I?
You've got an extra attack, yeah?
I'm going to retrieve my javelins after this is all over, so don't worry.
Thank you for specifying. 15
Okay.
hits. The minimum
Yeah.
damage is going to kill this guy, but I'm assuming that it's this one that you want? Or is it this one that you want? Which one were you attacking?
It's the closest one.
This guy?
Yeah, this one, right? Yeah.
Okay. Also, let me just check. Blinded. Attack rolls in general against the blinded creature has advantage, so it doesn't matter that it's ranged. So you could even roll again and see if you get a crit if you want. And do the same for the first one, because you
How about,
should
can I
have
use
got it on
this
the
one
first
that I
one.
just rolled for that one? Or
We
does
can
that
do
not
that,
count?
yeah. So the first one gets the advantage of the second roll, so you've gotten a 15 on your first attack. Now you can do it again with advantage.
And I've done the 8 on that one.
So
Is that one
is
down,
it
or
8 to this one, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
If he's
Well, yeah,
down, I could move it.
he's very, very hurt. He's a lot more hurt than the other guy.
You know what? I'm going to make it easier, and I'm just going to aim my second one at the other one.
Okay, so give me an attack roll with advantage.
Hold on.
15
again.
hits. You hit both of them. Give me that attack roll. Give me the damage roll on the second guy.
Oh, why can't they have swapped around?
Nice.
I wanted
You've
them
done-
swapped.
So have you done 8 to this guy and 12 to this guy?
Yeah, I'll be
Okay.
fair.
I wouldn't
I
worry
wish-
too much, Isabel.
The good news is that the first guy only had 1 HP and the second guy only had 6. So whichever way around you did it, you won it.
Woohoo!
So describe the 2 kills as you fire out 2 javelins with your enraged feelings.
Now normally people use javelins one at a time. I had them in both hands. I just went, yoink.
Nice. Oh, that's fucking sick. Yeah, Ruby being in the middle of all of it as well. The javelins just keep flying and the bones go with them. Ruby, you see two skulls just go taken off their shoulders as the bodies then crumple to the floor in front of you and the skulls go flying, one of them still chattering its jaws in laughter as it gets smashed into the rocks behind. You have destroyed all of them, and Isabel, with such a glorious rage battle without taking a single shred of damage, Isabel. You have more than shown that a barbarian is worth more than just their HP total. But as Ruby alluded to, I think that there is going to be a broader conversation coming out in the next session about where the fuck did those swords come from. But for now, that's the end of our session. Thank you, everybody. End of
I'm going to
combat.
quickly retrieve all my javelins.
Love that. But end of combat, and you all have moments now before we end the session. I'll give you a few minutes of discussion time if you wish, but that is the end of your session total.
Ruby's just gonna very nonchalantly walk back to the shed unless anyone grabs her to discuss what just happened.
I'm gonna make sure that Isabel is okay.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm watching, but I'm not.
I'm just
saying anything.
I'm just retrieving my javelins.
I want to look around and just see what everyone's general feeling is about Ruby using magic.
Well, they seem to understand language, but they clearly didn't care to stop. They did aim towards Ruby, though, after Ruby was aggressive. But they said we did nothing wrong. I don't know why we got attacked. But I don't think we should stay in the sand long.
No, I think we should move on, perhaps. Gather our things. Maybe we should have a look around these ruins, though, and see if there's anything of note that may suggest why we were attacked.
All right, then. I think on that note, we will end the session here, because that will probably be a whole session in itself if you go down that road. But congratulations! You did great. I was very pleased with that. Attacked by skeleton. Just writing my notes now. Attacked by 16 skeletons from the mud. Figured out their vulnerabilities. Isabel, I was going to call you your character Shen because of last campaign. Isabel got super enraged. And Ruby cast a spell, which everyone saw.
And Mars needs a nap.
Yes, Mars does. You know what? I think Jackal needs a nap too. But I actually, I need a full ass sleep because I have only slept for 3 hours after what? Yeah. In 3 days, 63 hours worth of streaming. I've only had 10 hours of sleep since I started. So yeah.
Oh, blimey.
I need to have
I
some
don't know why you're
rest.
complaining.
Sleep since Saturday.
Yeah, well, I mean, with all the push-ups and the awful pizza and the technical difficulties all the way through. Yeah, no complaints here. No complaints whatsoever.
You loved that pizza. Do not lie.
The pizza was all right. It was the chili that smacked me in the fucking back of the throat.
Well, you know, periodically
So
people need to
spicy.
be slapped in the back of the throat.
Yes, I got tongue punched by a pizza. Yes. I'm not okay with this. Okay, right. Tats, are we raiding out to anybody special?
Well, I was gonna raid I think he's still having issues. I'm gonna go with static reaction today.
Give me the name in chat, please, and then I can just copy and paste it. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Thanks for everybody who, who was there during the subathon as well, and those who sent their love without being there too. The whole thing was chaotic as fuck. We've already got a bunch of clips from it. One of the clips was Too Much Information Jackal. So you know that one's going to be a classic. Another one was because everybody had the forfeits of like having to argue a point for you for 60 seconds, which is one of the things that I was like, I need to find some more unique channel point redeems. And it already is a channel point redeem for 1,000 channel points, where you basically just give me a dumbass thing for me to argue, because I've realized that one of my greatest talents is being an argumentative son of a bitch. So I will find any side of the fence to sit on, and I will die on that hill. So the first forfeit for anyone who subbed was to give me a free argument. And one of the arguments was, tell me why more people should play Soggy Biscuit. And I then had to explain to a room full of people who had no idea what Soggy Biscuit meant, exactly what that was. And that was a whole thing. So yeah,
Cookies
that
and
was
milk.
fan-fucking-tastic.
milk.
Yes, it was cookies and milk, you sweet, sweet summer child. I am going to start
Let
off
me
this...
get my cookies.
I'm going to start off this raid. For anybody who's raiding with me, if you are followed, then use raid message 1 there, copy and paste it. And if you are subbed, then use raid message number 2 with our new emotes. We're going to go and meet somebody who Tats is familiar with. I'm not particularly familiar with them, but what I do trust is Tats's recommendations, because Tats always knows the absolute best streamers. So we're going to go off and say hello now. I will potentially see you all there. If not, then I will see you
Love you
next
all.
time. B, I don't think I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow, am I? Are you
No.
going to be in a tent somewhere?
Sadly, yes.
Okay. Sadly, you're going to have the torturous task of having to be in a canvas sheet with some poles.
Yes.
The rest
Oh,
of
I
On the
us will
outskirts of
be...
Birmingham.
Yeah,
So, you know.
Wow, that's even worse.
Right?
I used to live there.
Enjoy your tenting.
So I will see you all soon. Please be good to yourselves. Be happy and healthy and all of the good stuff. And if you can't do that, then at least have fun. I will see you soon. Goodbye. Love you all. Bye.
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 Sleep well.